On this episode, we'll talk about feeling tired after surgery. We'll also talk about diets, low carb versus low fat versus low calorie diet. And we'll also talk about medications we supply you to go home. Hello everyone and welcome to the Ask Dr. A show. This is episode 54 of the Ask Dr. A show. Thanks so much for sending your questions and subscribing to our channel and sending your questions using the hashtag AskDrA and sending me snaps through my Snapchat account. Thanks so much for linking your phone to my phone. You're welcome to always send me a short note and say hello. So let's get into the show.
I'm having trouble doing my job and can barely keep my eyes open. Any advice?
Let's talk about the importance of doing your pre-op diet your surgeon suggested you and for the correct period of time. We normally do a liquid diet, or we do prepared meals, or liquid diet, or meal replacement plans, or something similar that your surgeon will suggest prior to surgery for a certain period of time, depending on your BMI, your age, etc. So this process is indeed to shrink your liver, create more space inside, so your surgeon doesn't have that much, not a hard time in there. Be able to perform your surgery. If you don't do this diet, it's probably your surgeon can't even just get access to your whole stomach. So you have to do this diet to shrink your liver and create this space to have your surgery. But here's the most important thing, your mindset. Your body is going to be physically adapted to lower calories per day. So by the time your surgery comes and afterwards, you're going to be doing still very small amounts of calories per day. But if you don't do this diet correctly, you will feel tired, you may feel weak, you may feel lightheaded, you may feel dizzy, and all these sensations because you didn't adapt in the period of time that you should have. So what can you do? All right, you didn't do the correct thing before, but you're getting these issues now. What you can do is, number one, check with your doctor. Number one, if I'm your doctor, you contact me, you got my email right away, all right? You contact me or my coordinator, Susan, and we're right there. But otherwise, contact your doctor. We need to screen and see if you're taking medications, what medications. Diabetes can cause this. Diabetes medication can cause this. High blood pressure medication can cause this. Those are the vast majority of medications can cause you to feel weak and tired during daytime. All right. Make sure you're resting correctly, getting enough sleep, getting enough carbs and enough calories. All right. So it's very important that you quantify your calories. I always mention quantify your water, quantify the amount of calories you're intaking. Best application, MyFitnessPal. All right. Download it to your phone. Log in. I do it every day. All right. So you know what? If you want to, what I'll do is I'll place my username here on the screen so you can add me as a friend and you can see what I'm doing and I can see what you're doing. And that way we can cheer each other up, all right? So we can do that. So log in your calories, your food intake, log in the amount of food you're intaking, the water intake, and that will help you, and check your medications with your doctor. That will help you to avoid these sensation of being tired, and it'll get better as, this is all temporary, it'll get better as your body adapts.
Why is it important to not only do low carb diet, low calories, but also making sure it is low fat?
Let's get things straight. It's very different to talk about a low carb diet than a low fat diet. They're totally different than looking at calories and looking at low calorie. diet. All right, so you're talking about 3 different concepts. It's not that I want you to do a low carb diet, but look for a low fat diet. No, it just doesn't exist. Because if you're doing a low carb, that means you got 3 things you can use: either protein, carbs, or fat. So if I'm lowering your carb intake, of course I can't lower your fat intake. You need to do either protein and fat. All right, but if you're doing and you're looking at low fat, of course it's going to be carbs and protein what you're going to be eating. All right, so but if you're looking now at calories, of course it's going to be a balanced diet, just lowering the amount of calories per day you're eating. Again, the importance of MyFitnessPal. It'll track your calories that you're eating. If you get your, I'm not a spokesperson for MyFitnessPal, right? I'm trying to help you guys. But if you buy the pro version, that I don't have, by the way, I just have the free version. It can even get you the amount of protein you're eating per day, calories by fat, and calories by carbs. So it's very useful. So if you're doing low carb, don't focus on the fat. If you're doing on a low fat diet, focus on the fat that you want to lower that fat. All right. So they're totally different diets. Why do I recommend the low fat? A low carb diet. Low carb, high protein. Why? Because it's easy to do. Why? Because it's very accommodating to the American culture, tradition, the way we eat. That's why. I did it for 3 years. It works really good, but true, you just can't do it forever. But why not just do it and apply it while you're losing weight? Now, yeah, Dr. Alvarez, but you're a vegan, and why would you promote this diet? Because it's easy to do and most patients can adapt, quite simple. Now, you want to take it a step further? You want to try being a vegetarian, pesco-vegetarian, even go up to being a vegan? You can try it out. It works great because you're getting the most calories from plant-based, and your sleeve will restrict the amount of calories you're doing per day. You'll feel great, you'll do great either way, but the vegan diet is much healthier than the low carb diet. All right, so keep that in mind. Vegan diet is much healthier than the low carb diet, but the low carb diet works really good because you got the sleeve restricting the amount of calories you're intaking, and you're making wise decisions in lowering the amount of calories by carbs, and that way you're going to be melting the fat off. All right, so please, just to get things straight, you got those 3 diets. Don't mix the concepts up.
Do you supply all the prescriptions you need afterward surgery?
Yeah, so if you ever decide to come to us for surgery, we take care of you from the get-go since you land in San Antonio. All you have to do is get yourself in San Antonio. We take care of transportation, hotel, logistics, hospital bills, doctor fees, even the medications you go home with. We give you the prescription and we fill it out for you. You don't have to worry about anything, and we'll take you back to San Antonio, leave you there for an extra night at a nice hotel, and then you can take your flight back home. So everything is included in the package. So yeah, we supply every single medication that is prescribed and that you need going back home. So that's it for episode 54 of the Ask Dr. A show. Question of the week is, do you, which is very important by the way, do you follow a diet plan? Yes, no, which one? Down here, I want to see it on the comments because I want to hear from you. I'm Dr. Alvarez from Endobariatric, and we'll see you on the next show.